Hello guys, in this session we are going to discuss this topic, sociology and common sense. A very important topic but a very easy topic, and when you see the syllabus, this is the first chapter, the third topic actually. But the thing is that you don't want to prepare it's like scope of sociology that you don't want to prepare separately. Sociology and common sense also you don't want to prepare separately. The reason is, see, once you start learning sociology and when you complete sociology, then you will get an idea what exactly sociology is, and then you will be in a position to tell what is sociology and what is common sense, and if there is any similarity or if there is any difference, right? Because see, again, when you look into the syllabus, you will see, especially in paper 2, there are many things which you already know. Like, you know about politics, some idea you have, you know about family, you know about religion. So if you look at these topics, what you see here, inequality, stratification, right, politics, family, social change, all these are things which is already known to you. That's what you think, and that's why you think sociology is easy, let's go with it, right? So what is the thoughts here actually? Whatever you already know is there in sociology. That means sociology is nothing more than common sense, right? So this is what most of the people think, and this is a misconception and a misunderstanding. So if you have taken sociology, and once you start completing the syllabus, once you start learning the perspectives, once you start understanding the methodologies, once you start understanding the thinkers, you will get an entirely different idea what exactly sociology is, and the way you are going to see family or religion will be totally different than whatever you have seen or understood so far. So you might have some general idea about religion, so that's why that's something as general studies. So here, when it comes to sociology, the same religion we will see in different ways, we will study in different ways. For example, we use a conflict perspective to understand the dysfunction. We use a functional perspective to understand the functions of religion. Same in the way family also, and all these topics. So the point here is, this is not something which you need to mug up now just because it is there in the syllabus, and it is not necessary that you need to follow the order of the syllabus to complete the syllabus, because these are things which is going to be automatically covered. So once you are done with the syllabus, you will automatically be in a position to write the best answer for this topic if you have a very good knowledge in sociology. Okay, so what you need to do, I'll give you the flow chart. Ultimately, this is what I should be giving as a teacher. I need to tell you that once you complete sociology, it is going to be easy for you. So you don't want to put an extra effort at this point of time and wasting your time. Rather, learn the syllabus, automatically you will write. And all I need to do is just to give you the flow chart, how the answer should look like. Everything else, you will be in a position to fix it automatically, guys. Trust me, once you complete the syllabus, you don't want to study anything here. You don't want to, I have given you the PDF. You can download the actual PDF where exactly the answer for this question is there. Now the question is, do you really need to mug it up, or you need to write an answer from your side by understanding sociology and what exactly the difference between sociology and common sense? I give you the flow chart, or the flow in which your answer should look like. You basically talk about the context of this debate. Now, what is the context of this debate? Remember, any question from first 3 chapters, when you are answering, you should always briefly mention in one line about emergence of sociology. So you will say, sociology emerged in response to challenges posed before modernity in medieval Europe. And since its emergence, the initial sociologists wanted to make it similar to natural sciences, and they started adding methods, perspectives, etc. in sociology. So that time onwards, there are multiple debates whether sociology is a science or not. That is going to be our next topic that I'm going to discuss. Or many people mistakenly believe that sociology is nothing more than common sense. Why? Because what you study in sociology is something which is known to many people and is quite obvious. Like, sociology emerged to study social change. So you all know what happened. Social change, right? But there is a difference in which we study that you will understand later. We are not just saying society have changed. We will be analyzing in a different way. That's the difference. But general people will say that, yeah, there is a social change. Modernity was there. Challenges was there. Social change is there. We know the changes, right? We discuss that. But that's not the way we see. So this is a context. So since its emergence and with the developments, many people have seen and understood sociology as something which is quite obvious, and everything is rooted in the minds of the people. You see the syllabus of your paper 2 also, or even paper 1, family, religion, what is there to study new in this, right? So this is what common man think. So that's why this debate, the context of the debate is, many people mistakenly believe that sociology is nothing more than common sense. The context is this, okay, because something which is already known to you. All these topics are there in the minds of the people, rooted in the minds of the people. That's the context, you mentioned that. And then you need to, what you need to do is, you define. This is the most important aspect here. You define what exactly is sociology, what sociology study, and how sociology study, what is the investigation process and everything. You also differentiate or talk about what is common sense. Okay, so define what is sociology and common sense, and then what you need to do is you talk about the similarities between both. Okay, that should be your third or fourth paragraph, and after that you talk about the difference between both, and then you will be going with a conclusion by saying that there is nothing which is superior or inferior, both are equally important. Without common sense, you cannot take a sociological investigation also. And any sociological investigation, the building point or the raw material, which starts from commonsensical understanding, right? So all these we will bring in and we will say both are mutually beneficial, and then we will conclude the answer. So all you need to know at this stage is the structure. Automatically, trust me guys, you will be in a position to fix the contents here. If not, just don't even think of passing this exam. Okay, so there is no need to study the answer, though you can download the PDF in the given link. If you want to attend the complete course, you can get that course also, but that's not the objective here. Just to give you a clear idea, this is something which you need to keep towards the end. Let's get started. So, okay, so here you see the debate's origin. See, familiar topics, right? The topics which is there in sociology. Family, religion, that seems obvious to many people and are already rooted in the minds of the people. That's why they believe mistakenly, always write this word when you write the context, people mistakenly believe that sociology is nothing more than common sense. And in fact, this could be the questions that they ask. Sociology and common sense, they will ask you short note, or they will ask you sociology is nothing more than common sense, discuss. Or they will ask you sociology is much more than common sense, discuss. All these, the answer and the structure could be the same. Okay, now this is a misconception. This familiarity lead some to believe sociology is just common sense, which you apply. Sociological perspective, sociologists argue their field offers deeper insights beyond common sense knowledge. Okay, so I hope this is clear. Now let's discuss what is the definition part. You can define common sense, you can define sociology. So common sense is something which everyone know about the social world. That's a general knowledge. It is not necessarily true all the time. In the same way, it is not necessarily false also. It can be true, it can be false, but these are general perception which are not tested, which is not backed by evidences. Okay, but I cannot claim that it is false always. It can be true, it can be false, but it is not tested, it is not proved, it is not evidence based. It's a general perception or assumption based. So these are nothing but unquestioned assumptions. These are beliefs that are often accepted without scrutiny or evidence. Now, so common sense ideas can be true or false, but generally what we assume, whatever common sense idea that we have is assumed to be true by people. Okay, so that's about common sense. Now let's look into the sociology. So when you look at sociology, it is based on testing, it is based on evidence, it is based on logical data collection, analysis of data, and the various methodologies has been used, a sample size might have collected, and evidences have collected. So it's the outcome of logic, evidence and reason, which is tested, which is objective, maximum objective. Okay, so sociological knowledge relies on systematic research and empirical evidence which is collected and analyzed, and conclusion. Theoretical framework. Theories also made to interpret and explain social phenomena. We have multiple theories about religion, multiple theories about families. Okay. Critical approaches. Sociology questions assumptions and examines social issues from multiple perspectives. So it's not just about assumption. We see in different perspective. Religion we see in a conflict perspective, Marxian perspective, and we consider it as an exploitative device, or which create divide in society, or it's the heart of heartless world, soul of soulless condition, and an opium of masses. On the other side, we consider religion as an integrating device also in society. Same way family. Okay. Now the key difference: methodology, sociology use scientific methods, common sense relies on personal experience, personal assumption, general perceptions. Now perspective, sociology seeks objective understanding, common sense is often subjective. See, when you look at the differences, I told you the difference we need to write, and then similarity, right? So sociology is based on logic, evidence, reason, using scientific methods, but but common sense, it is general perception about certain things which are based on assumptions, which are not necessarily empirical. Rain is because God is mad, or God is angry with you, right? Or if there is no rain and there is drought, again God is angry with you. So if there is a rain, God is angry with you. If there is no rain, then also God is angry with you. What kind of explanation is that? Okay, so that's one example which I have given. Now when it comes to, again, sociology, which is mostly objective and coherent. That means multiple analysis you make, most of the time you'll get the similar output, but that's not the case with common sense. Commonsensical understanding or knowledge is subjective, depends on person, depends on situation, and can contradict. I told you the case of rain and drought, right? When it is raining heavily, it is because of God is mad or angry with you. When it is drought, then also God is angry with you. Now again, if you see, common sense is contradictory. Statements like birds of the same feather flock together. The same feather, same will be together. At the same time, you say opposites attract. Both are contradictory again, which is again commonsensical understanding. Similarly, if you look at this, sociology aims for broader generalization. Common sense is often context specific. It is based on individual experience. I develop the common sense based on my experiences about certain phenomena, maybe a crime, anything, right? But that's not the case with sociology. It is based on generalization. A proper data collection is done, methods is done, and then the theoretical framework and everything is there. So that is based on generalization. This could be individual experience. This could be generalized experience. Common sense often reinforce status quo and resist change. See, when it comes to sociology, sociology promotes social change. In fact, sociology studies social change. Sociology promotes social change in a desirable direction. For example, when you talk about common sense, commonsensical view about caste system, you can give an example of caste here, which tend to reinforce the caste system. But what sociology says, try to abolish caste so that you can remove inequality, right? So that is one example. So sociology promotes social change in a desirable direction. Common sense try to maintain status quo or reinforce the present situation. Sociology promote understanding of social issues and can drive positive changes. The caste system itself, you can give an example. Sociological insights can challenge harmful common sense beliefs, and sociology challenges stereotypes, right? See, commonsensical knowledge may be based on certain images that you have. You might have certain images like for a villain in the movie, right? A saint. There are certain images which you carry in the mind as some stereotypes. But when it comes to sociology, it rather challenges the stereotypes. Okay? So, I hope that is clear. What are the similarities? From where you get the inspiration? Common sense often provide the starting point of sociological inquiry. If you want to start anything, now you are turning the plate around and you are saying what and how they are similar and how they support and everything, right? So the beginning of any sociological research, it should be based on common sense. If you don't have common sense, can you conduct a sociological understanding or research? Not possible. So the raw material from where should get commonsensical understanding. And if you want to criticize a sociological study, if I've done a sociological study and if someone is criticizing, based on what they will criticize, firstly they'll criticize with common sense. So in all these ways, they are similar or they are contributing something to each other. So that's what the point here. So mutual influence, sociological findings can become part of commonsensical knowledge over time. So now the present understanding based on sociology and theory can become a commonsensical understanding for you in your future. Now when you become a sociologist, automatically your common sense also will be modeled or tuned into that way later in future. Complementary roles both contribute to overall understanding of society. Guys, all these you need to fit in properly. So one example I have taken from Green Revolution. So what is commonsensical view and what is sociological perspective? So common sense, if you ask someone, GS student, they will only talk about it increased the crop yield, right? That's what actually happened with the Green Revolution. But there are migration patterns which have changed from non-Green Revolution areas to Green Revolution area. Migration was there, and because of this, it affected the sex ratio also. If you see in Punjab and Haryana, why skewed sex ratio is there? Because most of the male people from other regions, non-Green Revolution area, migrated to Green Revolution area like Punjab and Haryana. And mostly these agricultural laborers, they are male. So more males are going there. And because of this migration, the sex ratio is, skewed or negative. It is not because it was actually there, it is mainly because Green Revolution. So when we study Green Revolution, we understand in this way, there was migration, and this migration affected the sex ratio and other things also, family, religion, and the composition of society. That is different. I'm giving you an example. So here you talk about economic growth, here you talk about gender roles in agriculture have shifted. So what happened? Male people from non-Green Revolution area went to Green Revolution area. So here in the non-Green Revolution area, now who will be taking up the agriculture? It is a female here, because all the male population started going there by seeing better and attractive salary or wages, right? So here female have started taking agricultural activity. That led to, the feminization of agriculture. Then you can connect it with feminization of poverty, feminization of labor, feminization of agriculture. Okay, so change in agricultural pattern, feminization of agriculture here. Okay, here in non-Green Revolution area, increase in sex ratio, there decrease in sex ratio because of migration. So there is a demographic change in this area and that area, source area and destination area. Source area, female population increased, destination area, male population increased. Okay, this is what, here you talk about economic growth, crop yield, technological progress. As a GS student or economics student, we talk mainly about migration pattern, demographic shift, and agricultural, gender roles, etc. You got the difference, right? Postmodern approaches, you see this in the detailed class, PDF also it is there, download the PDF or get the class and complete it. Uncertainty, see, there is nothing which is, certain. Everything in this is what postmodernists believe. Everything is uncertain except the truth. Except truth, everything is uncertain. What is truth? Whether common sense is truth or sociology is truth, now who can tell? So every body of knowledge is uncertain except the truth. So postmodernists argue that all knowledge is uncertain, including sociological findings also. They suggest there may not be a single objective truth about society, which is difficult. Because society is based on, human interactions, human beings, so it cannot be objective. A single objective truth is not possible. So what we can conclude? What is the conclusion? We will say it is complementary rather than contradictory. So there is no question of relative superiority or inferiority. So common sense and sociology both are complementing each other, and in this context, there is no question of relative superiority or inferiority, and then you will end up your answer. So distinct value, both offer valuable insights into social phenomena. Yes, open-ended debating superiority is less useful than recognizing their unique contributions. So guys, this is how you should write the answer, and all the points, extra points, which you can get the PDF free of cost, and you can use that. And if you are interested in taking the course, you can get that. And for the course, you can directly get it. And for the mentorship, where I'll charge very high. So in case if you're interested, that also you can get in touch with us with the WhatsApp number. So see you guys. Thank you so much for watching the video. See you in the next video.